Okay, so let's start today's lesson. Let me just share screen. Grace, enjoy your dinner. Multitasking, eating and studying at the same time. All right, now this is our worksheet 23 today. Just a minute. All right, now this is a periodic table, all right, that will be given to you during your examination. And all of you will be taking chemistry in set 3 and set 4. 100%, I guarantee you, you will be taking chemistry. There are different types of sciences, right? You got physics, you got chemistry, you got biology. Now, but chemistry is a must take, all right? So for the chemistry exam in O-level set 4, you'll be given a periodic table free of charge, all right? In your examination paper, you'll be given this piece of paper, periodic table of elements. All right. So I need you to know what are groups and what are periods. So let us just start. Say, let's start with sodium. Okay, I'm going to highlight sodium. Let me highlight sodium. Sodium is here. Okay, can everybody type into the chat? Sodium is in group what and period what? My first question for today. Group what, period what? While I admit some other students. Kiran Sani. Sani. Thank you for answering my question, Haresh. The rest of you, are you able to type your answer into the chat? So maybe I put sodium. All right, so group what? You can just type group what and period what. Okay, this is my question. Let me send it to everyone. All right, so check your chat. Okay, so not everyone has replied to my question. Some of you have gotten the correct answer. Some of you have not gotten the correct answers. Most of you got the group correct, but your period is wrong. Your period, you got tricked by the periodic table. All right, so it is a tricky periodic table. Okay, let me just mark the attendance for the last two who came in. Nice. Zanif is present. Here. Okay. Right. Now, let me annotate in the picture. So take a look. Everybody got the group correct. This part. All right. So it is sodium. All right. So sodium is in group 1. And your 1, okay, tell you what, I will have to squeeze it. Okay, sodium. Just a minute. Okay, is in group 1. Your 1 must be Roman numbers. All right, so you don't just write your maths 1. It's a capital I. Capital I is a Roman numbers, but it is actually period. All right, most of you got it actually wrong. Half of you say period 2, half of you say period 3. Now, actually, do you see there's a hydrogen, there's a helium here. So this is actually period 1. Now for period, we use a maths numbers. Okay, so first row is period 1. So let me just write here period 1. This is period 2. Let me write my P nicer. All right, so this is period 3. So sodium is actually in period 3. So the 3 is written like your maths number. So is everybody clear now? Do not get tricked. All right, so from now on, you should know period 1 only has 2 elements. Period 1, you can see it has hydrogen and helium. All right, so the first row, this is period 1. Second row, period 2. This is period 3 and so on. This is period 4, period 5. So I can go on and say this is period 4. All right. Okay. So now let me ask the next question. How about okay, never mind. I'll ask you all next time because I'm written this way, so I think you will get it very clear now. So do not get tricked by the periodic table. First row is period 1. Now let's move on. Now, for today's lesson, I want to chat with everyone. There is actually reference lesson 40 for today. Last 2 weeks ago, the previous lesson is reference lesson 39. All right, so I hope you have gone to the learning portal and watched the video reference lesson 39 and reference lesson 40 before you come for today's tutorial. So let me ask a question in the chat. How many of you have gone through reference lesson 39 and 40 before coming to today's tutorial? Can you type into your chat? You can write 39 plus 40 done, or you just write only done 39 or not done at all. All right. Harish, very good. You watched both 39 and 40 lessons. Okay. Grace, you only did 40. That's good. All right. You might want to go on and make sure you have done 39. Now, several of you did not do at all. So can I encourage Danish? And hang on. I need to make my chat bigger, my chat window. So Danish, Zanif, I would like to encourage you to watch a reference lesson 39 and 40. All right, so Harini, a good job that you have done 39. Go on and do 40. Actually, today's lesson is linked to 40. So please make sure you go to the learning portal and do lesson 39 and lesson 40. You watch the video by this master teacher, Dr. Ali, and then make sure you do the questions. All right, and then Dr. Ali actually will explain each and every question, what the answer is. Okay, let's move on for today's lesson. Now, if you have watched lesson 39, you should be very familiar with this. Okay, now this question is a favorite question for Set 4 chemistry, which all of you will take chemistry in Set 4. So this question may come out in Set 2 this year, or it may come out in Set 3, or it may come out in Set 4. The same question will come out. The question that they will actually ask you is describe, all right? Describe the arrangement, or sometimes they may ask you to describe the movement. Okay, so take note, arrangement and movement means different things. So if they want arrangement in a solid, this is your answer. Arrangement in a liquid, this is your answer. Arrangement in a gas, this is your answer. Then how the particles move for solid, liquid, gas. All right, and how you draw the diagram for solid, liquid, gas. Okay, so gas, make sure you draw them far apart. So I have color coded. All right, so red color, you need to know, tell me the particles, are they very, very closely packed or just closely packed? So solid is the very closely packed. So you need the word very. All right, very closely packed. It's more closely packed than liquid. Whereas gas, the particles in the gas are far apart. Then you have to tell me orderly or disorderly. I'm sure your form teacher will love it when your class is seated or queuing up in an orderly manner. All right, so you notice it's like queuing up. Okay, at the parade square. So particles in a solid are like queuing up. We say orderly arrangement. Now, liquid and gas is disorderly arrangement. All right, some textbook write regular and irregular is also okay. Either you write regular, irregular, or you write orderly, disorderly. Okay, then motion is solid, must write vibrate, liquid must write slide. For gas, they move quickly and they move in all directions. Down, left, right, all directions. Okay, so for this, there's no understanding needed. It is really plainly memory work. Okay, so please remember this, test yourself, please. All right, if this question comes out, it's Santa Claus giving you free marks. Don't throw away your marks. All right, so sometimes it can be it could be as much as 3 marks for just describing arrangement of particles and describing movement of particles in the solid, liquid, gas, the 3 states. Right, let's move on to the first question for today's worksheet. Now, theobromine has a bitter taste and is found in cocoa beans. Oh, I love cocoa beans, you know, when they roast cocoa beans making coffee. I love the smell, the aroma of cocoa beans, although I don't drink coffee. Okay, I don't really like to drink coffee, but I love the smell of cocoa beans when the beans are being roasted. So the formula for this component in the cocoa beans has this formula, which I make it bigger already. So I'm going to ask A question. I'm going to ask everybody to type the answer, your number for part A. How many elements are there in this formula? Can you type your answer into the chat, please? How many elements? Can you answer part A? Okay, good job, Harini. Good job, Grace. Harish, good job. Danish, good job. Kiran, good job. Now, sometimes if I miss out your name, please forgive me. Don't be angry because I'm actually tottering between screens. Okay, multitasking. Wow, I think, let me see. All of you got the correct answers. Well done. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 correct answers. Okay, so I think one of you did not answer. I'm supposed to have 9 people, but I only have 8 answers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, right, well done. 4 elements. All right, can everybody name me the 4 elements? Type your answer into the chat. Wow, all your spelling are all excellent. Good job, Haresh. Good job, Grace. All right, good job, Larissa. I'm also checking the spelling. Good job. Should I pronounce as ice or Anaki? Is it ice? A-I-Z. Let me know how I should call you, your correct pronunciation. Hang on. Harini, there is no chlorine. All right, good try, but there's no chlorine. The capital C stands for carbon. It's not chlorine. Okay, ice. Is it pronounced correctly? Yeah, ice. If it's pronounced wrongly, please let me know. Ice, correct pronunciation. Okay, so take note. Okay, I'm going to type now so that it's neater. So there's carbon. All right, hydrogen. You can check the spelling. My spelling is wrong. Hydrogen. Check the spelling from the periodic table. All right, given to you free of charge. Okay, so these are the 4 elements. Let me make it bigger. All right, so carbon is capital C. Do not get mixed up with Cl. Let me just write here. Cl is actually chlorine. Do not get mixed up. C is carbon. All right, so do not get mixed up between Cl and C. Now, the reason why it's called Cl is the first letter and the third letter. Sometimes they use the first letter, sometimes they use first plus second letter, sometimes they use the first and third letter. So C and L is the first and third letter, and then C is just the first letter. All right, so don't get mixed up between Cl and C, chlorine and carbon. Now, next question is how many atoms are there all together in this formula? Can everybody type in the chat? Wow, Harish is so fast. Harish, good job. The answer is correct. The rest, how many atoms? Can you answer part B now? How many atoms are there in this formula found in cocoa beans? Good job, Harini. The rest, good job, Danish. All right, good job, Grace. Well, all your mental sum is done correctly. The rest, I hope you're still adding up. How many atoms are there in this formula? Okay, good job, Kiran. Good job, Larissa. Good job, Ice. Ice, I think Ice. All right, so most of you got it right. It's 21. Let me just write here. 21. All right, so basically is 7 plus 8 plus 4 plus 2. It gives you 21, right? But this question is asking us which element. Okay, we have 4 elements. We got carbon, we got hydrogen, we got nitrogen, we got oxygen. These are the 4 elements. All right, which one are found in group 5 and period 2? So if you look at the periodic table, all right, group 5, period 2. So everybody look for group 5, period 2, which are